I want to speak about something disturbing I came across that happened in my neck of the woods, my home state of PA, in which they had a Halloween parade in which they had like Donald Trump going down the street on top of a golf cart, fake Donald Trump, and it was guns on top of this golf cart, and he had Secret Service on the side of him, and then in the back he had a seemingly Kamala Harris being drugged in chains. And what first caught me was the optics of it. I didn't like the optics and the statement that it was putting out there. It put me in the mind of seeing slavery, you know what I mean? And I had to make sure that this wasn't no sister, because that would have set me on 1,000. But truth be told, ain't no sister would have done this. So even though it was a white woman on the back of there, I don't like the optics and the presence of what this, was setting, and trying to say, and people might say, well, all Trump didn't have nothing to do with it, but I can't get with the Trump party, nor can I get with the Democrat party, because both party got racist methodologies in them, you know what I mean, and ideologies in them. But I can't co-sign Trump because Trump panders to a white supremacist base, and Trump, truth be told, to me is nothing more than a white supremacist. So black folks that's thinking they're going to get something by supporting Trump, you're sadly mistaken. Or black folks that, on the other hand, I think they're getting something from Kamala Harris's camp is sadly mistaken. But I'm not condoning Kamala Harris or putting the cape on for her. But I just don't like the precedence of what this is saying, and the optics of how this looks, because Kamala Harris straight up told us what she was going to do for black folks with her whole chest, and that's absolutely nothing. So I don't rock with Kamala Harris, but I just don't like the optics of a woman being drugged down the street in chains. So I got the audio and the video of this, and we're gonna walk through and talk about it how we normally do. Fair use. Fair use.
This video sent to Channel 11 by a viewer. You can see the float.
It happened in Mount Pleasant, PA, family.
Parade. You could see people dressed up as Secret Service
Hope y'all can
surrounding a golf cart style vehicle. Riding in the cart is a person wearing a mask of former President Donald Trump. On the top of the vehicle is a fake sniper.
The worst part of it was the fact that there was either a rope or a chain that was attached to the back of the vehicle, and there was a woman who was to resemble Kamala Harris in handcuffs and chained to the back of that vehicle as though they were dragging her.
This is not a good look. This is simulating a lynching down Main Street, Mount Pleasant. Somebody in power had to say, hey, yeah, that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, who co-signed this? They should, truth be told, be looked into. The borough or whoever, gave the okay on this should be held accountable, if you ask me, because this is a no-no.
The mayor tells me she's meeting with the borough manager and council president and might get the solicitor involved.
After it's already done, I'm not sure that there's much we can do except for going forward.
These videos.
Yeah, I don't like the optics of what that's saying, and I ain't for neither party. I'm just for the party that's going to produce for foundational Black Americans. That's the only thing I'm loyal to, is the betterment of my people as foundational Black Americans. So I'm sitting this thing out and knowing my case before Kamala Harris, but I just don't like the optics of what this is saying. It puts me in mind of it, being slavery written all over this, and me being a foundational Black American, I got to get pushed back to this, you know what I mean? Because Trump ain't nothing more than a white supremacist, if you ask me, because in his party, all he does is pander to that white supremacist base he got, and black folks that think they gonna get something from either of these two political parties, are sadly mistaken. I like Trump's policy on immigration, I think all that immigration is hurting us foundational Black Americans, but it ain't enough to make me to move the needle for me to get me out here to support Trump, because I know Trump got racist ideologies within inside himself, and he's a white supremacist. I can't support no damn stone cold white supremacist. You know what I mean? And I know the Democrats got white supremacy in there too. That's why I'm not supporting them, because they said Joe Biden's mentor, Robert Byrd, was a stone cold white supremacist, and Kamala Harris done told us what she going to do with her whole chest for foundational Black Americans. That's absolutely nothing. So I can't support either of these parties. I'm just hoping that me holding the vote will set out a precedent that foundational Black Americans have real demands, and our demands need to be met, and our voice need to be heard. So I got the audio and the video of something else I wanted to touch on too that I came across that was disturbing. Shortly after our brother George Floyd was unjustly taken up out of here by a race soldier, Donald Trump got on there and, made some stupid sly remarks, that, truth be told, said a lot about his character, his demeanor, who he was as a person. So I got the audio and the video of this, and we're going to walk through and talk about it. Let me pull it up, family. Fair use.
Floyd's death.
Here we go.
Let's talk about
Fair
George
use.
Floyd. You said George Floyd's death was a terrible thing.
Terrible.
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people. What a terrible question.
See how he just switched it up right there? You know, while you might have one or two cases, it's always a it's always exception to the rules. You might have one or two cases of white people being unjustly taken by the police. In large part, it's foundational Black Americans who were unjustly getting slaughtered out here left and right by these no good race soldiers, Ku Klux Klan members with a badge. And the fact that Donald Trump just totally hopped over that question to, put it on white people, to focus on white people, that speaks a lot to his white supremacist demeanor and his ideology he got inside himself. And let's continue.
What a terrible question to ask. So are white people. More white people, by the way.
More white people, get that.
Well, with just 1 week until
What has that man been smoking, family? What type of product has his dealers been selling him? You know what I mean? Because he's totally oblivious and, out of his mind to make a statement, more white people are being justly executed. While we don't want nobody to get, unjustly executed, it's our people as foundational Black Americans who are getting cut down out here left and right. And I just can't get with the whole Trump camp. And I won't get with him because I know he panders to a white supremacist base that he has. His followers are loyal white supremacists for the most part. And I can't get with the Democrats either because they got racist ideologies and methodologies. And they, dragging their feet and playing around with our reparations. And they the ones that's flooding us out with this mass immigration. But I just wanted to bring that to the family because I'm seeing, some people are in favor of Trump, a lot of Black people nowadays, and Trump is a stone cold white supremacist. And I don't believe in picking the lesser of two evils. So I'm sitting this thing out in hopes that me sitting it out would be a strategic chess move for the betterment of my foundational Black American people. So I ain't voting this go around. I'm sitting it out. And I'm in favor of what I am voting for though, family, is I'm voting for the couch. Just my thoughts on the matter. Peace.